Richician!
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, and I'm doing an update on my Cyberse deck profile. Now, this isn't exactly how I played it in that tournament a couple of weeks back, because I did modify it for the tournament, then change it back, and then I changed it up again, especially after getting Neo Tempest Terahertz, something that I forgot to mention in the deck update video. But yeah, let's just show the deck. I don't think the main deck's changed, really. Now, I did main deck Nibiru for the tournament, but that was just for the tournament. So again, I have Boot Staggered, Link Slayer, Cyberse White Hat, Gachari Atignista, then 3 copies of Clock Wyvern, 3 copies of Lady Debug, 3 copies of Balancer Lord, then 1 copy each of Code Radiator and Code Generator, then 3 copies of Microcoder, 2 copies of Widget Kid, 1 Cyberse Gadget, 2 copies of Backup Secretary. That's not gonna stay, since this is right on the edge of my bed. There we are. 2 copies of Backup Secretary, 1 Cyberse Synchron, 1 Dotscaper, and finally 1 D-grade Buster, the main deck boss monster. So yeah, that's it for monsters. It's a pretty high monster count, as usual. Now for the spells, starting with the Cynet ones. So 1 copy of Cynet Fusion, 3 copies of Cynet Mining, 1 Cynet Backdoor, 1 Cynet Crosswipe, 2 copies of Cynet Codec, the most important spell of the deck, I think, and 1 Cynet Optimization, 1 security, 1-time passcode rather, then Monster Reborn, Regeki, and Twin Twisters, and then the one and only trap I play still is Recoded Alive. And that's it for the main deck. Yeah, let's get on with the extra deck. So I thought there was something in the sleeve. So first of all, I have 1 copy of Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid Neo Tempest Terahertz. So I'll just read off the effect in case you don't know what it does, but I find it's better than the original Dark Fluid. So it needs 3+ Cyberse monsters. Negate any monster effects activated by your opponent during the battle phase. Quick effect, you can send a Cyberse monster from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard, and if you do, this card gains the attribute of that monster sent to the graveyard, and it also gains 2,500 attack points, so already you can make it over 5,500, well, exactly 5,500 I should say, and you can only use that effect once per turn, and this card can attack monsters a number of times in the battle phase, up to the number of different attributes it has. So yeah, if you get all 6 of the main ones, it can attack 6 times. Oh, as long as they're on monsters. Never mind. Then of course, I still have the original Firewall Dragon, then Access Code Talker, then Decode Talker, then Decode Talker Heat Soul, Xcode Talker, 2 copies of Transcode Talker, I mean that's pretty standard, then Code Talker Inverted, 2 copies of Splash Mage. That's it for links. Then, of course, the one and only Fusion, Cyberse Clock Dragon, the one and only Synchro, Cyberse Quantum Dragon, and finally, the only Xyz Firewall Exceed Dragon. Because, yeah, I still like to have it because it can bring back Access Code Talker and the original Firewall. So yeah, unfortunately I had to drop Mech Knight Crusadia, Avramax and Power Code Talker, which is unfortunate because they are among my top 5 favourite Link monsters. Shame really. I mean, I couldn't think of anything else to drop, to be honest. Avramax I didn't go into that much. Anyway, Power Code Talker I sometimes did go for, but I feel like Heat Soul is more useful. I don't know how the hell I'm going to change up this extra deck once we get Firewall Dragon Singularity and that new Code Talker monster. That's something I'll have to think about. But one thing's for sure, I really don't want to drop Decode Talker and Firewall Dragon, because they're 2 of my first Link monsters. I mean, Decode is very nostalgic. I mean, I think for a lot of us, he was the first Link monster we ever played. It just wouldn't be right to drop him, I think. Firewall Dragon I'm very fond of as well. I don't know, I'll figure something out nearer the time. Maybe the original Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid can come back in, but I'm not sure. Like, it's tricky. As the original Dark Fluid and Singularity are just better if like a Fusion Synchro Xyz and Ritual Cyberse monster are in the graveyard. And I'd need to find a way to run Cyberse Magician again, so not quite sure how I'm going to do it. You know, besides bring back my Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid deck. I kind of like playing generic Cyberse a lot more, since that's more fun, except when I'm rushing Access Code Talker. I mean, it's a boring play which keeps happening, but in a lot of situations, you know, you kind of have to rush Access Code Talker, unfortunately. But yeah, that's it for the Cyberse deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and a comment, share and subscribe if you haven't subbed already. And thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.